Hello everyone, welcome you again in the live session. And in today's live session, we are going to create a very interesting maths quiz. And yes, it will be very interesting. And first of all, I just want to wait for the students and then we will proceed for the making quiz. And in this quiz, we will be having a lot of fun. So let's start with the quiz. First thing, I just want to show how the quiz looks like and what things we will have to make with the quiz. So I'm just going to share my screen with you all. So this is what we are going to make as please make a note like what you need to do with the following some steps. Like step number 1 is you will make a home screen. So suppose this is your home screen. And in this home screen, what things you will see? One is I took the backdrop and I wrote something math with fun. And then I took one button, and this button is the start button. So we will proceed with this quiz, okay? And we will following it. Now I'm going to run this. As you can see, the timings are running. It's only 9 seconds left. Can everyone tell me what is 17 plus 9? So, okay, I'll write 26. Oh, yes, I got the correct answer. But what happens is that my time is over and I will not proceed with the quiz. Now let's see the second condition of your game. So I'll start again. Condition where if you are giving 3 correct answers, then it will say well played and the quiz will stop. Okay, now the next condition I will condition where it's asking me to try again and everything will stop at that moment. Okay, this is the quiz what we are going to make. So the very first thing in the quiz we will make is math with fun and this start button. So I'm just going to make this. Let me stop share my screen and I'm going to open a new tab for making this quiz. Okay, so here I will type scratch.mit.edu. Not downloads actually. It's just the same. So when you type scratch.mit.edu, it will open Scratch platform for you and we will go to the create option. As I told you that we will be making the quiz according to the steps. So the step number 1 was to make a home screen, and I'll just close this all. I will go to the backdrop, and I'm taking the home screen one. So let me pick my home screen backdrop. You can even suggest me too. So I'm taking my home screen, this one, for a while. I'll remove this, and I want one button to start. This will be the start button. So I'm just moving this button here. I'll go to the costume, and with the text, I'm going to write start over here. So I'm just writing it with the white color, start. And I will select this arrow, hold this plus sign, and moving it here. So this is my start button, and I really want to write something on this, like math with fun, right? So this was the title, so that's why I'm just going to write a title here as well. It's actually not visible, and I cannot see. I will do convert with, yeah, okay, this is fine. Now I will select the color. So I will select this color, and I will write math with fun. And I'm going to change this to this one, and it should be bigger in size, like this way. But the color is actually, mm, okay, if I'm moving it little bit down, then I think it's visible more. Okay, that's fine. Now this is my first screen. Okay, what happens afterwards is that you will come to the code part, to the button part, and you will take, like, when green flag click, I want to show this button to the position. So I will take, go to X and Y. This will be the position, and the backdrop will also be, you will do switch backdrop, and this is the same backdrop we took. So when you start, this thing happens, math with fun, and start button comes. Now the next thing happens is, when you click this sprite, one sound will come. So I will take start pop sound, and this sprite will switch, like, will hide actually. So it will hide, and it will switch the costume, not costume, the backdrop, to the different one. Okay, as you can see, if I'll show you the example here, let me share my screen. In this, when I click on start button, the backdrop switch to some other backdrop, and it gives me the option of addition. The same thing I want to do with my puzzle. So I will come, I'll share my screen again. So what next we want is, I will go to the backdrop option, and I will take Arctic this time. And I want that it will switch to this, and for this, so switch backdrop to Arctic. And now when this happens, then you need to hide. Yes, it's hide. So when I start, when I click, pop sound came, and everything will be hidden. Now I want to show the option addition button, where you can test yourself. I will take button 3 for the addition, and I will go to the costume, and I'll simply select this button and moving it. Okay, no, I'll select it with this, and I'm just holding it and moving it like this way. Let me minimize it. and this should be little bit like this. Okay, and this should be addition, and it's quite bigger right now, so I'm just making it smaller. So I want कि ये थोड़ा सा बड़ा दिखे screen पर, so I'm just making it little bit bigger in size. Here it will come addition. I'm just moving it here, and I will go to text and I will be writing addition. And this should be in different color. So I'm just changing it to blue one, and I'm selecting it and I'm just moving it here like this way. Okay, so addition option will come. When this happens, this button came. So again, I will give when green flag clicked. I want to hide this button. I will go to the event and take when backdrop switch to Arctic. Then I'm going to show this button to the particular position. So it will be go to X and Y position. Okay. And if everyone, if you are facing any issue, just let me know, or you can just moving backward the video, pause the video, and you can see that. Now, afterwards, what you will be doing in this, let's come here. So when I set the position, I also want some pop sound for the button will come. So I will take this sound as well. Like when the button show, it should pop. So when I start, click and this should come. Okay, now when I click on the addition, so of course I will do the event like when this sprite is clicked. Then there is again one sound comes, that is the pop sound, and this addition button is going to hide. And the next backdrop will come, that will be the chalkboard, where somebody will ask the question. So I will simply go to looks and I will take switch backdrop to chalkboard. Now if I run, see, if I start, addition came. If I click, the chalkboard will came, right? Here, somebody will come and ask you the question. So I will pick that somebody. So let me pick this character. So the character hiding here, and when green flag click, I don't want this character to show. I will make him hide. See everyone, it is very important that you must follow the steps. Okay, if you are not following them, then it will be very difficult for you to understand the code. I will explain you again. First, we did the code for button because we want home screen. Second screen, we are writing down the code for, and now we will be writing down the code for third screen. So on third screen, I want my character. So initially, I don't want to see my character. Now when this happens, then I want my character to show. So when backdrop switch to this chalkboard one, I want to show my character. So this is my character and he's standing here and he will actually glide and come here. So I'm just taking motion. I'm going to the motion and I will simply pick the glide block. So if I start, if I just do full screen, if I start, this is the first thing, this is the second thing, this is the third thing, but he's not gliding. Why? Because initially I did not give go to X and Y to him. Okay, so I'm just moving it here. And initially it should be go to X and Y and then he needs to glide. So again, I will check if it is working fine when I click, when I click start addition, and it's absolutely fine. Now we will be making some variables. One variable I'm making for the correct answer, one is for the wrong answer. I will come here and I will make correct for the correct answer. Second variable, I will make wrong for the wrong answer. Third variable, I will make timer because timer is going to run. Fourth variable, I will make number 1 because we need to do the addition of number 1 and number 2. And second, I'm making number 2. I made all these variables. I don't want them to show right now. So I don't want them to show right now. And even when the game starts, I don't want them to show. So what I should do is I have hide variable option. So I will take hide correct. I will take hide variable wrong. I will take hide variable timer. And addition I'm not going to show. So that's why I'm not taking anything to the addition. It's very simple, I think, right? Now what we will do, I want to say that if you want to continue, please press some key. So I will say, please press key C to continue. So for that, I need to write something below the screen. So I will pick this color. I'm just making a square. And the text I'm taking, and I will write something in white. So I will write press C key to continue. And this, I'll click on the arrow, and this I need to move it, right? And ये और भी बड़ा होगा. ये देखो. This is done. So press C key to continue. I'm just moving it here. Now press C key to continue. We will write code when green flag click. I do not want to show this code. But when backdrop switch to chalkboard, I want to show this code and to the position. Go to X and Y. I will also do one thing, like when key pressed, means when C key pressed, I don't want to show this, so I will make it hide. Okay, so I made it hide, and let's come here. So when C key pressed, then what will happen? So I'll go to event. Let's see this much. If I start, I click on start button. By the way, when I start, it should hide. Okay, I took show. So that's why it is important, to every time check your code. So when I start addition, press C key, it's there. It's not there actually. Now let's come here. What is the next part we will do? The next part we will do is when C key is pressed. So I will take when C key is pressed, and then he is going to say something like, I will explain you. I will show you the actual code. So yeah, here it is. So here the actual code is showing when I start. So when I start actually, so when I press the B key, here it was asking me for pressing the B key. When I press the B key, then he will say something. See. Right? So he's saying actually, hi, my name is this, and I'm going to start a quiz with you, and the timer is starting running. The correct and wrong answer set to be 0 right now because he's not asking anything. The same thing, the same concept we are going to apply for. So I'm going to share my screen, my code, and here is my screen. Now the next part is that when C key is pressed, first of all, every variable I need to visible. So I will take show variable correct. show variable wrong, show variable timer. So I will make changes with correct, wrong, and timer. So when C key pressed, I can see all my variable. The timer I will put here. The correct and wrong, okay, timer will be here and correct is here and wrong is here. Okay. This is the sequence I made for putting my variables. Now, initially also I want set correct to 0 and set wrong to 0. And also one more thing, set timer to 40. Initially, I want to set timer to 40. Now, first thing, I will do the code for the timer to run. So when C key is pressed, set timer to 40 and we will also show variable. अच्छा, वो हम already यहाँ कर चुके हैं. And the timer is going to repeat until. So I will take this block, repeat until. And here I will take the is equals to block. I'll go to variable and I will take timer is equals to 0. So this block is repeating until timer equals to 0. And every time after waiting 1 second, the timer reduce its value by 1. So change timer by -1 every time. Okay, because your game is now started. After that, your character is going to say something also. So the character is saying, hi, I am, what's her name? D. I'm D. Let's start with the maths quiz. And M should be capital for this. Okay. And once he'll say this, he will ask something now. After this, we'll go to sensing and he will be asking one question to us. And what will be the question? But before that, see, whenever he will be asking the question, we will actually repeating the thing until some condition is not going to happen. So that's what we need to do here. What we will do is we will take repeat until block. So I'm just going to control and I will take repeat until something is going to repeat until. I will put the condition. I will take OR operator. I will take 3 times OR operator. And the condition is that the timer value will be less than 1. मतलब ये तब तक रिपीट होगा जब तक कि आपकी टाइमर वैल्यू जो है वो 0 नहीं हो जाती. So I will take less than block and 2 times greater than block you will take 1 and then 2. Then you will go to variable and you will take timer will be less than 1 and then correct answer will be greater than 3. 3 से ज्यादा आपके correct answers होने चाहिए and wrong answer will be greater than 3. तो अगर आपके wrong answers 3 से ज्यादा है, correct answers will also 3 से ज्यादा है, तो ये values पे stop हो जाएगा. Why OR operator we are using? See, OR operator is actually giving us a choice that you can do this or this or this. So if you have 3 things, suppose you want to take juice, you want to take water, you want to take milk. Any option you can select, but you will select any one. You cannot select all. Okay, so OR operator is also defining this. I'm offering you either you can take a juice or water. You will select. If you are saying I will select a water, then you can take water. If you are saying I will select juice, you will take juice. The same thing happening here is timer अगर 1 से कम है तो आपका जो भी कंडीशन रन हो रही है, जो भी क्वेश्चन वाली कंडीशन है, दैट विल स्टॉप. द वैल्यू, करेक्ट वैल्यू अगर वो ज्यादा है 3 से, तो वो कंडीशन स्टॉप हो जाएगी. रॉन्ग वैल्यू 3 से ज्यादा है तो भी वो कंडीशन स्टॉप हो जाएगी. ठीक है, तो एवरीथिंग विल स्टॉप हियर. अभी नेक्स्ट थिंग इज ही विल आस्क सम क्वेश्चन. तो what question he is going to ask? First of all, we will take join block. We will take 4 join block actually for asking the question, क्योंकि हमको पूरा question build करना पड़ेगा. तो how he is going to ask? He will write what does number 1 plus number 2 is equals to. Okay, this will be the question. So I will write what does, I will go to variable and I will take number 1. Oh, it should be to here, and here you will put the plus sign. Actually, this is a join block help us to make a sentence, कि हम एक sentence कैसे बनाएं. ठीक है, तो जैसे ही आपको ज्यादा सेंटेंस बनाना है या कुछ और रखना है, यू कैन टेक जॉइन ब्लॉक. सो number 1 plus number 2, what does 2 plus 3 is equal to? This will be my question. Okay, so this is your question. Now you need to answer that question. So if your answer means whatever the answer you are giving is equals to number 1 plus number 2, then your correct value is going to increase, right? And he is going to say something. So the same thing we will do here. So I will go to control and I will take if. I will go to operator and I will take is equals to block. So if answer is this, if answer is equals to what, I will go to operators and I will take plus operator, variable, addition number 1, okay, and number 2, means whatever the result of number 1, number 2 comes is equals to the user answer. Then change correct by 1, and some also I will take a clap sound. Okay, so I'm taking clapping sound. When this happens, then clapping sound starts. So play clapping sounds like this. And he's also going to say correct answer. Well done. Okay, and when this is not going to happen, so I'm just going to duplicate this block here. And you will simply do one thing is just go to operator and take not, means when this condition not happens, the same condition not happens, then instead of clapping, I will take error sound. Do I have? We also have error sound. Let me check. Use effects. Alert bound. Hey, I can take this also. This is also good one. So I'm just taking this one, and instead of this, I will take this. Okay, and it will say wrong answer. Okay. Yeah. I really want to check this much first. Let's see. So if I start addition, press C key to continue. Okay, my timer starts. But he's not going to ask anything. Why? He has to ask me the question, right? But he is not asking. Oh my God, I did one very big mistake. See, I need to tell him na कि addition 1 क्या है, addition 2 क्या है, right? I need to set the value of addition 1 and addition 2. So, of course, we will go to variable and I will take set set this. I will go to operator. So this is number 1 and this is number 2. And I will pick random value from 1 to 10. So according to your level, you can increase 1 to 10. It will pick 1 to 10 number. So here I am taking 1 to 20 at first place, and second is 1 to 10. या फिर चलो ओके मैं 1 to 10 ही रख देती हूँ फॉर मेकिंग इट easier for you. And अगर आपको tough बनाना है, you can make the choice of random numbers like this way. Okay. So now if I run it again, press C key. He's saying, but he's not asking anything. Why he's not asking anything? The numbers I set up is absolutely fine. I repeat until. I just want to check my repeat until block. Let me check. Repeat until timer will be less than 1. Correct will be greater than 3. Or wrong will be greater than 3. And then he's going to ask something. Okay, timer will be less than. Acha, ye less than है, greater than. Oh God, there is a huge confusion in this. Seriously, this is the greater than. Come on. Okay. That's a mistake from my side. So this should be greater than. Okay, I'll just remove this. And this should be 3 from my side. That's why it's not running, because everything stops there, na? Because we give the condition here. Okay, let's start again. Addition. When I press C key, he's saying something. And now he's asking the question 7 plus 4. Can you please give me the quick results? 7 plus 4, what we'll get? Quickly, I want the answer. So it's 11. Okay. And if I click on 9, 13, I guess. And if I click, so it's 3. No, but this time I'm giving some wrong answer. Okay, that's cool. So he will be asking you the question continuation in continuation, and with wrong answer, यहाँ पे wrong जो है, that is going to change by 1 and it will say wrong answer. Okay, this is absolutely working fine. Now, what is the criteria of winning? Of course, that you will take the condition that something is going to happen. And, if the condition is, if the correct answer is more than 2 or more than 3, then something is going to happen, right? It means it has a stop at a certain point. So I give 3 से ज़्यादा अगर होंगे, that means 4 पे it should stop by itself. So I can take a condition that if I will go to operator and I will take is equals to block. So if correct answer is equals to 4, then I want some cheer sound, some acha winning wala na. So I'm just taking win. Let me check. Okay, I will take this sound, win sound, and I will take play win sound, and it will say Congratulations, you win this game. Okay, and everything will stop. So I will do stop all. And the same thing, I'll do duplicate. And in this case, I don't want to take correct, it will be incorrect. So wrong actually. So when wrong equals to 4, then there is a sound I will take a lot, है ना? But ये ना इतना effective नहीं लग रहा. So let me check कि कुछ buzzer check करते हैं. ये अच्छा है. So I will take some buzzer sound. You lost the game. Okay, that's cool. I think it's absolutely fine, perfect. And yeah, let me start with a game, with a puzzle. Okay, so when I start, it's something like not complete. I will take one sound also. I took one very good sound over there. It was ragi something. So let's type. It's not coming. R-A. Let me check if it is coming here. If it is coming here, if it is coming here, if it is coming here, if it is coming here. It's R-E. This one, I got it. So I'll simply do when green flag click the sound. When green flag click, I will repeat for 2 times. Okay, just for 2 times. Okay, let me do the final run for this quiz game, everyone. So let's start. Woo, that's done. I did this game. Like there are only 13 seconds left for the game. Let's try with another connection. You lost the game. Okay, the next condition is for the timer. So for the timer, you all know that everything will stop. Let me revise it quickly. First, you made the home screen. Okay, so your home screen. On this, you took the button. Now, when you click on the you reach to the second screen where you have the another button, that is addition. I will tell you one more thing. You can add more thing. You can add subtraction, you can add division, you can add multiplication, a lot of buttons, and according to the buttons, you can create your own screens. Okay, I really want you to do that. And please send us on Instagram. As I always tell you, you have something surprising for, sending us whatever you are making, because we every time appreciate your efforts, and whatever you want, you can definitely write in the comment section. And make sure you will also write your names, because we identify only with your names, guys. Okay, so next, when you click on addition, this is the third screen. for the addition where it's a chalkboard, one person will come and it will ask you, please press the C to continue. So what you can do if you are making with subtraction or multiplication, you can make different keys. So if for the subtraction, you can say that please press S to continue, please press M to continue. So that will make your functionality different and you can do the different code. Okay. And then when this happens, the variable came onto the screen, the timer is also coming, and he's going to ask the question. So he can ask multiple questions. It's just one condition you need to change here. Here is that the correct answer you need to increase. If you want that somebody will give 5 correct answer, he will win, or 5 wrong answers, then he will lose, or 2 wrong answer, he will lose, 5 correct answer, he will win. So you can do the modification accordingly. Here we will pick the random numbers. You can take any random number of your choice. Okay. I pick from 1 to 10. If you want to make it more difficult, you can take the number from 10 to 100. But 10 to 100 will be very difficult. So you can make 10 to 20, 10 to 30. Okay. If so, you can make the game complexity according to your choice. Then next, if I come, you will put the conditional statements, and these are very easy to put here. So if you have any question, you can definitely ask. I will try to answer in the next class. So this is all about today's live session. We will meet in the next live session, and till then, bye-bye. We'll see you again.